Good evening to everybody coming in, and welcome to the last Etsy Consultant Live of 2025. I'm just going to let more people come in. I can see that 6 are in. Praying to get 100 people tonight. Are we going to get 100? 100's the target now on every live. Can we get 100? That's what I'm looking for. I hope so. Good evening, good day. Let me know where you're from. Say hello, as always, in the chat. And let's find out where everyone is joining from. That will be great. Steph, my partner, is the moderator tonight. She's going to help with all things related to the Academy and people joining, because it's the last chance you'll get this year to join the Etsy Academy, my Etsy Academy, with the 7-day free trial and free courses and guides, which we'll talk about more later. 10 people in. Welcome. Let's have a look. Let's see who's coming in. Unique Giftware from Essex. Good to have you here. And Ginny. Recognize that name. It's quite interesting when I do the lives. I start to remember who's here, who's been in here before, who's joined a live before. Good to have you here. Please let me know where you're from as you come in. I'm going to let some more people arrive. We've only got 10 at the moment. That's quite low. Normally it goes up much higher, but I am starting earlier today. Usually it's at 7 p.m. and today it's at 6 p.m. Cyprus time. Here we go. Some people coming in. Hello from MI. I think that's Michigan. One line at a time. Hello. Abdullah, hello to you. Pakistan, good to have you here. Etsy Seller 2006. Does that refer to your OG old school Etsy status? If it does, that is impressive. From Erie, PA. Good to have you here. Hi, Ash. Yes, Ash, good to have you here. Nice to see you. Letting more people in. All right, everyone's coming in now, so I don't know what's happened, but I think the notification went out, so now we're up to 36, which is great. Merryness Sensory Toys, good to have you here as well. From Florida. Lovely place, Florida. Yeah, good to have you here, Ash, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, Manar, Natalia, Ukraine, good day to you. Manar from Chicago. Okay, we're building up now. We've got 35 in. And we're here for an hour, guys. And this is the last live of 2025. So it's a special one. And I want to make sure that I get to say hello to everyone. Steph's here as well on hand, chatting to everyone, which is great because I can't do everything. It's enough trying to get everyone's questions on screen and answer them, and the questions mount up. So it's good to have Steph here as well. Rowie from Israel, yes, I've seen you before. And Simona from Czech Republic, good to have you here. Thank you. Clips, I remember you. I remember your name, Clips, with the big C and the big L. And Clips knows what to do. Straight in with a comment. Just got a sale recently. Organic, good. Just started in September. End of September, so I can expect some sales in November. Yes, as long as people want them, Clips. Yeah, now's the time. Traffic will steadily build throughout November. Then it really gets busy towards the end of November. It's quite protracted on Etsy. It takes time to build up. We've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and so on. Good to have you here, Clips. Okay, where are we? 41 people. Okay, so everyone here, this is the last live this year. Okay, let me be clear. And in this live, only for the live, this is your last chance. There's only 10 spaces available to get into my academy. Okay, so that's it for the remainder of the year. If you want to join, I know that some of you in the last session missed out because the live and the offer ended. It's open right now. There's a QR code on your screen if you want to go and sign up to the Academy. 7-day free trial and $130 of free courses and guides. This goes away at the end of this live. So there's only 10 spots. Please join. If you're going to get in, now's the time. The next one won't be until 2026, and I don't know when that will be. So please take advantage. Scan the QR code, go to the URL below to sign up. Hopefully, we've got some comments coming in. Ash says, highly recommended. Ash is one of our students. Thank you, Ash. Appreciate it. Steph says, yes, Steph, Can you just count down the spaces left? That's excellent, so that everyone knows how many left. There's 9 left. Okay, Ginny is in. Thank you, Ginny. Great to have you there. Good to have you there, Ginny. Okay, guys, can we get the questions in, please? We've got 50 people in now. I'm gonna go through the questions in order. Anything to do with Etsy, anything bothering you, anything you don't know, things that you've seen you want to know more about, just ask the questions, get them in. I'm going to answer them all by order and put them all on screen as well, so everyone can see what we're working with. Okay, Clips is in again. Let's have a look. So as products are good mock-ups. Hopefully I can make some good sales. I have 300 personalized products in mugs. So if you recommend upload 3 products a day, or how much? Okay, Clips. No, generally no. It depends on your sales speed, right? If you're doing 3 sales a day, then you can list 3 products a day. But if you're only doing 1 sale a day, don't ever list faster than 1. If you're not even doing a sale a day, then maximum is 1 a day. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a dead store full of mugs that no one's going to buy. Be really, really careful, Clips. Okay? If let me just see here, as I have 300 personalized, I can make some good sales. Hopefully you can make, hopefully you will, Clips. I don't know. It depends on your designs and the quality and how different you are. So generally speaking, just 1 listing a day. If you've got 300 in there already, it depends on your sales. Be safe. Generally 1 a day would be better. Definitely not 3 a day, unless you're making loads of sales per day. Charlie, good day to you. Hi, do you know if Etsy are throttling organic sales? Okay, everybody, please listen to this to drive ad spend. Etsy do use something called frequency capping. Okay, they've admitted this. It's common knowledge. Not everybody knows. You've got to dig around to find it. But yes, Charlie, there is something called frequency capping. They rotate items that sell in and out of visibility priority to give listings a chance to get things to move around. Yeah, they do that. They admit to that. That is what Etsy publicly admits. And yeah, I've seen that plenty of times. It is true. Other than that, no, not that I know of, apart from frequency capping. Yeah. To drive ad spend, well, obviously they want you to use Etsy ads. The more ad spend you put in, the better, the more money Etsy makes. I wouldn't say, no, I wouldn't connect the two there, but Etsy does use frequency capping, as I've mentioned. Ash said, get into the academy. Steph said, thanks, no problem. Unique giftware, what have we got here? I changed the listing titles as per Etsy recommendation. Sales plummeted. Yes, everybody, and I mentioned this in the last live. Again, I'm going to say the same thing again. First of all, don't take Etsy's advice. I know it sounds crazy, right? They should know what they're talking about, but they don't, okay? The team that talks to you sellers doesn't speak to the team that deals with the algorithm. That's all you need to know, okay? So, yeah, don't do it. If you changed your titles and your sales have plummeted, there's a lot of variables here, Unique. How many listings did you change? Were they sellers, partial sellers, non-sellers? Where was the change? Was it store-wide, right? Anything that has changed, you've changed that has sales. If you've saved the previous SEO, so you've saved your previous titles, just put them back and see if it brings it back. Most cases, when you change to the shorter titles, the sales don't come back from what I'm seeing, and I get to look at a lot of stores, so I have good data to back this up. So on stuff that doesn't matter, on stuff that's making low sales, no sales, just put it all back. Just put it all back. On stuff that's selling, if you've got the previous titles, put them back and sort of cross your fingers that the sales come back is what I would advise there. One line at a time. I've just answered this one. Yeah, it's don't use Etsy's titles, please. Okay, as I've just mentioned, Etsy doesn't actually know what the answer is because the front end team, the admin team, that deal with us as sellers in the forums and announcements, they don't deal with the back end team, the team that know the algorithm. They never talk. So, and with good reason, that the back end team in Etsy won't ever tell the front end team too much about the algorithm. So just ignore it, okay? Just use full length titles. My how to Etsy SEO in 10 minutes video on YouTube will guide you right. It is a safe guide. It doesn't matter what Etsy say. That guide works. There's thousands of people that have commented on that to say it works. So just do that and you'll be fine. I hope that answers that. Let's keep going. There's so many questions coming in. Thank you. And guys, everybody here, if you know anyone in a Facebook group or someone in WhatsApp that would appreciate this live, get them in there. Just put the link out there. Let's get some more people in. I'm trying to get to 100 today. The record is 140. Not sure I'm going to beat that today, but let's see how many we can get in. Courtney, welcome. Okay, this is a good question. If a listing isn't selling, should I make changes to it, like the mock-up, the title, the SEO, or should I remove the listing and start over? Okay, so first of all, depends on how long the listing's been in there, right? If it's not selling, if it's a week, 2 weeks, a month, couple of months, doesn't tell the story. You've got to leave listings to brew and settle in. There's seasonality involved here, right? So don't really touch any listings for a period of time. 3 months, don't just leave them, okay? That you're not going to get any data on short amounts of time. I say to everyone who will listen, don't constantly tweak listings. You know, you just don't need to. Give listings time to settle, grow, and give you data to work with, okay? If you see photographs that are terrible, mock-ups that are awful, right? You know they're terrible, then make adjustments, right? If it's clear it's so bad and the listing has never sold. And, you know, I teach a whole system here, guys. I teach a system in my academy to deal with this question here. I've got a whole system that manages your listings, that teaches you how to manage your listings correctly, okay? And I think, as far as I know, I think there's 9 spots left. Okay, this is the last live this year. Last live until 2026. This is the last chance to get into my academy. There's only 9 seats left, as far as I know. 9 seats left. They are only available during this live. You get the 7-day free trial, $130 of free courses and guides. If you want to work with me, there has never been a better opportunity. We've got an amazing community now in my academy. I think there's 50 people in there, 55 people. Amazing community, everyone helping each other, me helping everyone. My partner Steph's in there doing the front of house. We've got a wonderful social side to this as well. I think there's 9 spaces left. Please get in. The QR code is up on your screen. Just take a shot of that with your camera, or you join the URL there, and you will find out there's a video there to join. It's a private learning space, really good space to be. I think there's 9 left, maybe even less by now, I don't know. 7 spaces. Steph says 7 left. Hurry up. By the end of this live, they're all going to be gone. Please hurry up and get in. Let's keep going. What have we got? Michael, good day to you. We opened an Etsy store selling our still life wall art. Okay, $40 to $130. We're thinking of adding $9.99 postcards and mini frame prints. Smart move or value risk? Smart move. Smart move. Okay, smart move, because your wall art at $40 to $129 is moving up into a pricing range where less people will buy. But if you have $9.99 postcards and you start selling mini frame prints and postcards, you're going to bring visibility in. Okay, this is a really good idea. So from me to you, smart move. It's not a value risk. It's not a value risk because you've got to sell more, right? And the higher the prices on Etsy, the less you'll sell. That's just how it goes. Everyone listening, please listen to this. Etsy is a sub $100 marketplace. All the big sales volume goes off under $100. And specifically the sweet spot, $20 to $50, and then $50 to $100. So I hope I answered your question there, Michael. I think I did. Steph says 8 spaces left in the academy. QR code's up there. I'll talk about it again in a minute. Please get in because it's not going back until 2026. Who have we got? Catherine. Catherine from Norfolk. Yes, I'm sure, Catherine, you've been in here before. Okay, there's this thing. So a couple of people have said I sound like Gordon Ramsay, right? And I clearly don't. But now I had a chat to Steph about it, and she said, no. It's not that you necessarily sound like Gordon Ramsay. It's you've got this direct approach like Gordon Ramsay. Now, I do have that. I do actually have that. So there is a point there. So maybe, yep. Who do I sound like? Mark Kermode. Do I? Mark Kermode. A compliment. Thank you, Catherine. I know Mark Kermode. I saw him on a train once. And I heard him speak, and I can't. I'm not seeing that, but I will say this. I think I sound more like him than Gordon Ramsay. Okay, moving on. Yassine from Morocco. Good evening to you, sir. Good to have you here. Rachel, I'm going to crack on through these questions and comments. Sales froze after tariff and SEO changes. Yeah, they did for loads of people, Rachel. What's best to do? Keep listing. Get your SEO in line. Use my SEO video on YouTube. Sort all that out. Keep listing. Photography, video, high quality. That is how you bridge this problem. Yes, it's a massive problem. Traffic went down hugely on Etsy after the tariffs. It's affected everyone in some way or another. But we've got to keep pushing. We've got to keep pushing. List more high quality photography and video, and just do full length title, SEO, and tags as I teach in my YouTube video. That's the best thing you can do. Yassine says, I've got questions. Hopefully, Yassine, I've got answers. Hopefully, I've got answers to your questions. Clips back in with another one. I'm doing quite well today. I'm only about 10 minutes behind on the questions or something like that. Last time it was 25 minutes or something. It's crazy. One more issue is my account is old, as in Pakistan. So Etsy just started yet here. But account is 3 years old and signed up on Etsy as a seller for about 8 months. Is that okay? Or open a new one? It's okay. Try that first. I always say to people, if you've got an account on Etsy that's open, just try that first before you open a new one. It is getting harder to open Etsy accounts. Every account is an asset. See what you can do with the existing one first. Etsy seller, I'm sure that's why my sales come in flurries. Yeah, maybe. Steph says there's 7 spaces left. So we've got 7 left. I'm sure this is going down. I think it's going to be gone fairly soon. Mr. Underhill. Good day, Mr. Underhill. Does listing 1 a day mean 1 new item listed? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Okay, everybody. Oh, maybe I should do a little YouTube video on this. When I say listing 1 a day, it means whatever you do in your store, the number of listings in your store goes up by 1. It goes up by 1. So if you've got 14 today, tomorrow, by the end of the day, you want to have 15. And the next day, 16. Regardless of what you're doing and what you're moving around or whatever, it's 1 a day extra into your store. You can't sit there with a store that doesn't grow. Got to keep growing, got to keep moving. So that's what I mean by 1 a day. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's true. But look, I'm trying to give people as many ways as they can to get into the academy. Yes, I don't know. People on desktops and laptops, they could just pick up their phone and do it. And that's how people used this last time. I know that quite a few people signed up using the QR code. So yeah, if you're on a desktop or laptop, just pick up your phone and scan it. If you're on a PC, on a phone, it's the old school way. The URL is there. Just go there, and then Steph will be on hand and I'll be on hand to sort you out inside the academy when you're in. It's a 7-day free trial, $130 of courses and guides. It will finish at the end of this live, which is in about 40 minutes, and then there won't be another live until next year. So please get in. I'm saying this for your sakes, guys. If you want to get in and work with me, this is the time. It's such a good place to learn. Private, group coaching, monthly Zoom call, 10.5 hours of course material, which is drip fed to you, 4 modules a month over a year, or you can pay for the whole lot in one go and just get access to everything. How you do it's up to you. There's so much flexibility, so many ways to do this. The URL is there if you just type that into your browser. Go and join. It ends in 40 minutes. So you've got 40 minutes. I think there's 7 spaces left. So please hurry up for your sakes. Okay. Charlie with another question. My views seem to be holding firmly at 30% under. Yep, aligned to the AI changes. Would this be frequency capping? No. That 30% figure is kind of broadly what I'm seeing everywhere. Anywhere between 20 and 40% down. No, that's not frequency capping. That is lack of traffic into Etsy. That's what that is. Yeah. Steph says, here's the link to join. Okay, you're dealing with that. Thank you. Manna just joined the academy. Amazing, Manna. Good to have you there. I'll see you in the academy very, very soon. Thank you for joining. Thank you ever so much. 7 spaces left. Hey, Ravan. Ravan is another one of my academy students. Welcome to you. I'm just going through some messages now to keep up with everyone. There's such a lot going on. Okay, this is an interesting question. And again, everyone, please listen to what I'm going to say here. When can I start running ads? And it really is a common question. I know people on YouTube, they say, oh, people say this all the time. No, people really do ask this all the time. So when can I start running ads? Don't even think about running ads until you're making daily sales. Okay? You've got to be making daily organic sales first. You've got to have a solid organic presence on Etsy first. So many sellers make this mistake. They start pumping ads straight away. They open a store, they get 10 listings in, they start ads immediately. That's the worst thing you can do. So don't even think about it until you're making daily sales. When you are making daily sales, then the simple thing that I suggest people do is make sure you've got enough budget to get through a day's advertising. Okay, so everyone makes this mistake. You can't use Etsy ads and not get through a day's advertising because your budget has run out, right? So if you've only got $5 a day to spend on ads, don't even bother. None of you, all of you in here, don't bother until you're making daily sales, constant daily sales every day, right? And then when you are, if you've only got $5 to spend on ads, don't go and advertise 100 listings, which is what people do. Etsy will gobble that budget. Your budget will be gone in 90 minutes, right? So if you've only got $5 a day, just find out how many listings you can advertise in that $5 to see how far you can stretch it. It's fine if you've got $50 a day or $100 a day, but most people don't. And most people shouldn't be using Etsy ads when you're building and growing. Not until you're making daily sales and you've got a really established store, then you can do it. So yeah, you should pay attention to getting your budget through the day and pay attention to how many listings you actually put into ads to know how many can go in there with your daily budget to get through the day. That's my advice there. There's loads more I can teach you about that. If you want to learn more, obviously get into my academy. I think there's 7 seats left. You can scan the QR code up there or join on the URL bar, just put the URL into your address bar there and join up. There's 7 seats left, $130 of courses and guides, 7-day free trial. That's the last time I'm doing this offer this year. It won't be back till next year. So please hurry up and get in. I think there's 7 seats left. Let's keep going. All About Me says, hi, Steph. I'm sure Steph is saying hello to you. I don't know what Steph, she's here, but I'm paying attention to all the comments here. Mifa. On TikTok, I get spam from people that fake other stores from Etsy. Yes, I've seen this. Yes, I've seen this. This is a big scam going on at the moment on TikTok and Instagram where people pretend to be big Etsy stores, right? So, you know, Caitlin Minimalist. A lot of you will have heard of Caitlin Minimalist, one of the highest selling volume selling stores on Etsy. People will make a fake Instagram profile pretending to be from these famous stores. And it's causing havoc because people are trying to scam people, and that's on TikTok and Instagram. Yes, I've seen this. Yes, it happens all the time. You just got to be vigilant and use your common sense and just research. And if someone messages you, check them out. Check them out to actually see if they are who they say they are. All of you as well, critical. We're over 100 people now. Amazing. Please invite anyone in a Facebook group, WhatsApp group, people you know. Just get them into the live. It's a great space to learn. If you think they'll get value, get them into the live here with me and Steph today. How important is TikTok and Instagram for Etsy? It's not. It's not important. Okay? TikTok and Instagram are for your brand. They're to build your brand presence. This is something that drives me crazy when I see people talking about social media on YouTube. Drives me mad. How I'm trying to drive traffic to get more sales. Please don't do that. You are going, it is the lowest revenue generating activity you could do. TikTok, Instagram, X, Pinterest, all these platforms are to build your brand, not to try and flog your products. No one's interested. Nobody's interested in another advert, another selling post, reel, whatever, TikTok. Nobody's interested, but people might be interested in your story and you telling them interesting things, teaching, right? Educate, entertain, inspire. All of you write that down now. If you're using social media, this is what you do. You educate, you entertain, and you inspire. Do any combination of those three things, your social media will grow, your brand will grow. Don't try to sell people things. I must have said this a million times, right, since I've started. Nobody wants to be sold to on social media, but people are inquisitive. They like to learn. Educate, entertain, inspire. Write those three things down. Hope that helped. Okay, this is another one that I get all the time. Faya, hello to you. I hope I said that right. I took a gamble. Sometimes I don't go on try and say the names because I know I'll get it wrong. I'm going to go for Faya. I hope I got that right. What is a good conversion rate? Okay, generally speaking, across the board, 2%. 2% is generally a good conversion rate. Obviously, a lot of people are doing better than that, and lots of people are doing worse than that, but try and aim for 2%. Into the Sunset Garden, good day to you. What are your feelings on an Etsy account coupled with YouTube channel? Junk journal, to be specific. Depends. I've just mentioned about branding. It depends on your goals. Don't sell through the YouTube channel. Build a brand. Yes, absolutely. Build a brand. If a YouTube channel works with what you do, you can have YouTube, you can have Instagram, you can build the whole brand persona, a website, link it all together. Nice. But not funneling traffic into Etsy to try and make sales. That's a huge mistake. If it's for brand purposes, yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Let's have a look. Mystique says, thanks for the advice this morning. They're gold. Thank you, Mystique. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Over 100 people in the live. 106 to be precise. We are here for another 33 minutes. Let's keep going. Say says, hello from Canada. Good day to you, Beverly, Manchester, Georgia, USA. Good to have you here. Anna's one of my long-time followers. Hi, Nick. I finally made it. I caught you live. Anna, good evening to you. Yes, Anna, you have been following me and supporting me for ages, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm glad you caught a live and can be part of the live this evening. Greetings from Greece. Greetings from Cyprus to you. Steph says, if we don't get your answer on the live, Nick will address it in the academy. Yes, of course. Simona. Okay, what do we got here from Simona? Simona, good day to you. Hi, question about reviews. Okay, new shop, 4 months on Etsy. Okay, 88 listings, 31 sales. Very good, but no reviews. Items are mostly small digitals. Is this normal? And how do I get the first review? Okay, everybody, again, gold Etsy consultant advice. Again, giving you the advice that no one else gives you. Right, listen to this. The review ratio for digital products is 1 review for every 10 to 25 sales on average. On average. So you shouldn't be expecting a review for anywhere between 10 to 25 sales. 31, perfectly normal. People don't leave reviews for digital products. And this is good. This is normal. It wouldn't be normal for you to have 5 reviews. And that would suggest to me that there's some nefarious activity going on there with the sales. This is good. This is correct. You'll get your first review soon, Simona. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about reviews. Worry about the sales, because sales create reviews, right? Sales create reviews. Don't worry about it. The reviews are coming. They're in the post, Simona. They're coming. Don't worry, right? Keep going. Your sales are brilliant. Push those sales. You've got to get well over 100 sales in this Q4 period. Right? You've only been open 4 months. You've made 31 sales. You're doing well. Keep listing. Try and get those sales over 100. Your review is coming soon. Don't worry about it. Okay, 5 spaces left on the academy. Please hurry up and get in. This is it at the end of this live. They're all gone until next year. And we've got an amazing community where everyone's learning and growing and building Etsy businesses. There's 5 places left. Okay, Yadeg. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll go with Yadeg. I don't know. A new seller. I received a fake email claiming to be Etsy. Yep, saying I made a sale. I need to show proof that I have minimum 200. Yes. Okay, just ignore it. It's a scam. Anything, saying you've got to have credit, or they try to get you onto a website or scan a QR code. All of this is fake. All of it. Just delete that email. Ignore that Etsy message. If it's not from Etsy in the app, it's not from Etsy. They're just trying to scam you. Everyone, please ignore these messages. It's all garbage. No problem, Mr. Underhill. Thank you. Ash says, a huge selling point to the Academy you never talk about is the video store analysis. Thank you, Ash. Yes, guys, there's 5 spots left. Everyone who comes into the Academy, I can't believe I didn't say that. Everyone who joins the Academy gets video store analysis by me as part of the subscription. Thank you. Yeah, why haven't I mentioned that? I don't know. So when you come into the Academy, I'm going to analyze your store, and I give you feedback constantly via video responses. So it's a super fast way to learn. Yes, and everyone gets those. Thank you, Ash. Completely forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, brilliant. Hello, Helen. Hello. Good to have you here. Okay. Mana says, in the phone, just screenshot the page. Yeah, and click on the QR code. Yeah. If you. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Mana. Little Light. Hello. Good day to you. Good to have you here. Mystique says, if I sign up for one of the spaces, can I start in week 46? Next week, I'm in Berlin learning something else, so I can't use all the time. Mystique, it's a 7-day free trial anyway. So you get 7 days free anyway. I would, if you can, just sign up because this is the last chance this year. So, you know, next 7 days is free anyway. So try and sign up because the next chance isn't until, I don't know when it is, next year at some point. This is the last chance this year. Okay, no problem. Okay, Beverly, I've had my shop for 2 years, 160 listings, but only 30 sales. Okay, Beverly, there's an issue there. Okay, so everyone, just to look at these stats, 2 years, 160 listings. Okay, not too bad, 30 sales. So we've got a very low sales frequency. So it's the design and product. There is a product design problem. And there is probably a photography and video problem as well, Beverly. There also might be an inventory management problem, how you manage your listings. So you would be a perfect student to come into my academy if you feel like joining. The QR code's up on the screen there if you'd like to join. And the link, the URL is there. Honestly, if you can, Beverly, get in and we'll help you. We'll sort all that out for you because there's definitely a problem there. Everyone, if you want to join, it's right there. That's the URL. There's a QR code. I think there's 6 or 5 seats left. They're going to be gone very soon. So please, for your benefit, join. It's a private academy to learn inside with myself and my partner, Steph, to build and grow your Etsy businesses. I look forward to seeing you in there. Let's get back to more comments, shall we? Okay, let's have a look. Ash says, if I run ads but only advertise 1 or 2 items, yeah, you can do. You can do. What I'm saying here is the critical point here is you've got to have enough budget to get through the day. That's what matters most here. That's all that matters. How many listings you advertise depends on how much, budget you've got. So lots of people only have low budgets, $2, $3, $5. And I get it. It costs a lot to advertise. So in these budget ranges, you're not going to advertise your whole store. So yeah, you can do 1 or 2. That's fine. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, let's have a look. Quinty, what are you doing? I love this this tag. It refers to the cat. I opened my new shop and no ads after you told me not to do. Yep, and I followed you how to write SEO and I made it already a sale. Even though I have just 2 listings. Wow, well, that's good going. That is really good going. Most people don't make sales until they get to 20, 30, 40 listings. So well done. Updates on the academy. There's only 3 spaces left. Guys, please hurry up. This is for you to get in. Please hurry up. It'll be gone in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Wazi, good day to you in Pakistan. Sophia. Yay, finally, I've not missed your live. You said previously in our live that your digital templates should be made within an hour. Ideally, yes, everybody, anyone in here that's doing digital stuff, because there is so much competition. Please, everyone, listen to this. There is so much competition in the digital space, right? And people make all kinds of digital products. Okay, so if you're doing Shopify templates, you're never going to make it in an hour. You just got to be as quick as you can. But generally speaking, you want to try to get your product creation process down to about 60 minutes because you're going to have a store with 100, 200, 300, 500 listings, 1,000, depending on what you're doing. And if you're doing that, you've got to have a process. It's like a factory. creating listings. You can't take 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours for most things. It takes too long. I know some of you take that time because you haven't streamlined the process. But if you can get down to an hour, and if you can't do it in an hour, 2 hours, this is general advice, okay? Remember, if you're making something that clearly can't be done in that time, okay, just do what you can. But as a guideline, if you can get it down to an hour, that would be good. Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look. What have we got? Harley Jane, good day, with a nice cat. I love cats, guys. any cat images are going to get favor with me posting the questions here on my live. Harley Jane says, I know you previously said you don't normally work POD sellers. I have a new store, 3 months old, and I have 145 sales. Is this a store you work with? Yes. Harley, get into the academy. Of course I would. If you're making sales, then you're one of the minority that do. I'll be able to work wonders with you. You are the exception. I can tell you that. 3 months old, 145 sales. The caveat, Harley, please listen, and everyone, these sales need to be organic. Okay? Not from Etsy ads, not from social media. So please join if the sales are organic, and I will be able to do really good things with you there. Okay? Organic sales, no social media is the answer. Caroline, so what exactly should you post on Pinstagram? Brilliant. Pinstagram. Brilliant. Pinterest and Instagram. So everyone, please listen to this. You have to, first of all, ask yourself which of these social media platforms applies to my brand. They don't all apply. For instance, for me, I'm an Etsy consultant. TikTok is no good for me. My audience isn't on TikTok, so I don't even bother. My audience is here with you guys on YouTube, right? So you have to work out, okay, number one, am I going to do social media for my brand? Don't sell stuff. Remember what I said, you're not selling. This is to build your brand and your identity. So where is your audience? You got to find the audience first, not question, well, what should I post? First of all, where's the audience? They might be on Pinterest, they might be on Instagram, they might be on both. I don't know. So look and find out where the audience is. When it comes to what you should post, it's education, inspiration, entertainment. So write those 3 things down, as I said earlier: educate, entertain, inspire. Write them down, 1, 2, 3, and then go from there. Brainstorm. What can I tell people to educate? Pinterest. Everyone loves infographics on Pinterest. 5 ways to do this. 7 things you didn't know about. Right? You're not selling anything. You're giving people value. This is how you build a brand. You give value. Just like I'm doing here now with you, with all of you. I'm just giving away as much value in this time as I possibly can. If you give value, you will get interactions, you will get followers, you will get people buying into your brand. Give value, education, inspiration, entertainment. Okay? Let's have a look on this. 2 spaces left, Steph says. There's only 2 spaces. Please hurry up, guys. QR code is there, and the link, not the link, the URL is there. If you want to join the academy, this is the last time I'm doing this. 7-day free trial, $130 of courses and guides. And this is the last time. We've got 20 minutes left in this live to join. This will all be closed until 2026. I don't know when in 2026 I'll be doing another one of these. We're closing it because we want quality control. We want to limit the people that are in there to what we've got now, the final 10, so we can take good care of everyone and develop everyone's Etsy store. So there's 2 spaces left. Please hurry up and get in. The link is there. The QR code is there. Let's get back to the comments, shall we? Charlie says, thank you for your guidance. Every time I speak to you, I realize you're the most transparent, down-to-earth consultant. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that comment. Thank you for thinking that and sharing that. Yeah, I mean, I try to be as open and honest as I possibly can. I know nobody else is. I know, go on YouTube, it's just full of people that don't know what they're talking about, who just want to get you onto courses that don't work and sell you this and that. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Amy, hello from Pikesville, Maryland. Hello to you, Amy. Good to have you here. Here we go. Here we go. This is the question. Everybody, listen to this. Why is it a mistake to bring traffic from your social media accounts? I say this in every live. I've got 4 videos on my YouTube channel, including a classroom explanation that explains this. This is the reason why. Everyone, please listen. Every sale you make from social media into your Etsy store does not get rewarded with visibility. Okay? You get no visibility from these sales. And don't take my word for it. Test it. Test it yourself. You can do that. You can go to Instagram, pay $200, $300, $400 to an influencer who is in your niche, get them to do a reel, some posts for you, advertising your Etsy store, get loads of traffic in, make some sales, watch the visibility on that listing. It won't do anything. Your visibility will not change. I've tested this over and over again. There's no point. Send the traffic from your social media to your website, right? To your website where you get full value. You don't get Etsy fees. You make sales over there. That's where the traffic should go. Never send it to your Etsy store. There you go. I hope that makes sense for everyone. I've answered that one for you. Manar says, I've opened my shop less than 2 months ago and I only have 4 organic sales and 3 of them are from friends. Is this good? It's not good, Manar, but you've got to make sure that you grow without those sales and just keep pushing, keep listing. You know, depends on how many listings you've got, whether the product's any good, the photography, the video, how good is your store? I mean, lots of new people's stores, they need a lot of improvement. So I believe you join the academy, Manar. So I'll sort you out. We'll sort you out in the academy. Don't worry. But no, that's low. We've got to improve that as soon as possible. Into the Sunset Garden, 2% is normal. Well, that makes me feel better. Yeah, he or she's referring to the conversion rate. A good conversion rate, solid, is 2%. If you get any better, you're doing really well. Mr. Underhill says, don't forget to hit the like button. Mr. Underhill, thank you. Thank you. It also helps get this live stream in more people's recommendations. Yes, it does. Please like it. Please share this out. Link it, Facebook group, WhatsApp group, anyone you think who wants the truth about Etsy, not BS and garbage. Notice, guys, everyone that's here, I'm not affiliated to anybody. Have you not seen that? If I sell you something, it's because I believe in it. Right? If I'm selling you the academy, I'm going to help you. I'm going to make a success of you. If you work with me as a client, I've got feedback as long as my arm. You can trust me, right? But I don't sell other people's stuff. Have you noticed? I don't sell SEO tools. I don't sell other people's material because I don't believe in it. But I believe in what I'm doing because I've got the proof it works. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sunset. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Here's another, Manar. Excellent question. Everyone here, please listen to this. How do I know what the best digital product to make if I don't use SEO websites? Guys, the SEO websites, right? All of them. I'm not gonna shine a light on anyone in particular, but every single one of them, you know them, right? Every one of them, they don't get their search volume and click data from Etsy. I can't be any clearer. It's in the small print on every one of these sites. None of the search volume and click data comes from Etsy. Why? Because Etsy doesn't give out that data. Etsy's got its own insight tool now. That gives you the data if you want to look at SEO. That's not how you list, how you understand what best digital products are. If you want to know what best products are to make, you've got to go to the market, do the work, get a spreadsheet, find 50 stores in your niche that are doing well, go through the products, look at the reviews, look at the sales, do the work. That is how you find out what's working. And then when you find out what's working, don't just copy it, you'll get nowhere. You've got to understand the market sentiment, right? So understand what's selling, get the feel, get the vibe, know what's up. But then you bring your own twists and ideas to the identity of the marketplace. That is how you sell, right? So when it's digital, you look at the fonts, you look at the quotes, you look at the styles, all of that stuff. Get the feedback from the marketplace. Once you know it, you've got to do better. You've got to look at what's there and say, well, how can I beat this? I can't come in here with these guys. What am I doing to bring myself in above? And obviously, this is what I help people with every single day and have done for the last 10 years. So I believe you're in the academy, man. I'm going to help you with all this. Don't worry. SG says how to join the academy. Right. The QR code is up there if you've got a phone to hand to do it, or you can join by going to that URL. And we've got 15 minutes left, and I only think there's 2 spaces left. They might have all gone. I don't know. Try now, please. School.com and then the URL there, or you can do the QR code. Okay, let's keep going with the comments. Joyce says nothing. Maybe they've all gone. I don't know. Steph says 1 space left, but that was 15 minutes ago. I think they've all gone. Yeah, they've all gone. Okay, so all the Academy spaces have gone. Thank you to everyone that got in. If you didn't get in, please make a note that the next live, which will be in 2026, you can get the 7-day free trial, the courses and guides, everything there. You can join the Academy now anyway, if you want to, without the 7-day free trial and the courses and guides. You just join as a regular member. But the spaces have all gone. Thank you to everyone who joined. I can't wait to speak to you inside the Academy. Thank you. Okay, Charlie, what's this here? Charlie says, should we be worried about Etsy not performing how it has on previous years in Q3? It's been challenging forecasting and budgeting stock and day-to-day bills based on the decline in the last 2 months. Yeah, Charlie, we're in unprecedented areas with the tariffs. We should all be concerned about the tariffs and the situation, but remember, right now we've got a huge influx of traffic building now into Q4. But yeah, the Q3 stats I think are going to make sobering reading. But guys, we've got to be better. This is an opportunity. All the low-hanging fruit, all the sellers that are low down, low effort, low POD, low digital, they're not going to get anywhere, right? The people that can succeed and the people that put real effort in are going to take the prizes here. It's an opportunity. You should look at it as an opportunity, because everyone's getting worried. Quite rightly, I get it. I understand that. But lots of sellers are dropping out because they for one reason or another, it's too tough. Their store quality is too low. Can't be bothered. Whatever. Lots of sellers aren't putting the effort in to get somewhere. Worry. Just be aware. Be aware. Okay, it's not the end of the world. The sky's not falling down with Etsy or anything. No, not at all. Just be aware. Just keep an eye on what's going on. Okay. Mifa, what works best when you have 0 purchases and 0 reviews? How much does a wish list weigh? Getting started is the biggest hurdle. And what would you consider normal for the first sale to happen? Okay, when you've got 0 purchases and 0 reviews, list more. It's the number one thing. I teach it every day, and to you guys on YouTube every day. List more. Try to get to 100 listings. Try to list 1 a day. Right? See what you can do there. That is what will probably bring your first sale. Concentrate on photography and video. Those are the other 2 main areas. A wish list, not sure what you mean by that. It won't weigh on anything. Just get started. That is the biggest hurdle. Once you get started and you get going, you'll learn very, very fast. So yeah, get started. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Steph says no spaces. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Steph. Yeah. Right. Yeah. This is something that really bugs me. Numi, thank you. Numinella, thank you for commenting this. Sometimes I get a bunch of direct traffic, like around 200 views. This screws up my conversion rate. What is direct traffic, and why am I getting peaks of it like 1 day a month? Yeah. So when you see high spikes of traffic like this, there's only 2 reasons. Number one, something in your store's been shared somewhere, and you just get a load of views. The other is, of course, bot traffic, which is an absolute nightmare. So bot traffic is unsolicited traffic sent to your store for all kinds of reasons. And yeah, usually it's on particular listings. Okay, so if you see listings keep getting hit with bot traffic, just duplicate them. If they've got no sales, duplicate it, delete the old one, and you get rid of all that bot traffic. If it's happening a lot, that's something you can do to combat it. Other than that, you just got to build and grow so that it's absorbed into your overall traffic and it's not significant. Yeah, it's a nightmare, Nimi. Yeah, really difficult. Beverly, not sure to do what to get visibility. I've redone everything. Honestly, Beverly, join the Academy. Just join the Academy and I'll help you. Steph and I will help you. There's clearly a problem and you need some help. So allow us to help you if you want. It's up to you, of course, but join the Academy, yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Mifa with another question. October and Christmas is probably the best time to start. Yeah, if you're building and growing or wanting to start, you should have started by now, but try to get some Christmas sales. My views on social media grow very good, and it's easy to make short videos after a new release. I've got 18 listings. Yeah, just don't send social media traffic to Etsy. Use the Etsy traffic. We've got Christmas traffic coming. Let's use it, right? Let's not waste our time with social media trying to get traffic. send that to your website. And if you don't have a website, set up a website. And that's the same for everyone. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Try to set up a website, okay, and build your brand around that. Yeah, I am behind. I know I'm a good 15 minutes behind. All free trials are gone. Yeah, so the next chance for free trials is next year, sometime in January, hopefully maybe early February. I don't know. They're all gone for now. But join anyway. Guys, join anyway. This is the best way to learn. There's nobody out there doing what I do. I hope you guys trust me. I can't be any more transparent than I am now with you guys. If you want to join anyway, here's the link there, and you can join with the QR code if you want to join the academy. I'll see you in there. Okay. Yep, sales are organic. Well, that's really good. Okay, I hate social media. Don't have the patience for it. I totally understand. Yeah, absolutely. It is such a time suck. Social media is such a time suck, and if you're going to spend that time, don't try and sell people stuff. Just build a brand with it. Yeah. Mr. Underhill is asking you, Harley Jane, what kind of product you're selling. Up to you if you want to answer that. And they say mainly sweatshirts. Okay, sports related and a cat sub niche. Good. Okay. Okay, Fitz Bliss Digitals. What is your advice for doing alt text on images? Do you just describe the picture and sprinkle in keywords, focusing on appealing to emotions or something else? So technically, alt text is to describe the image, right? So it's to describe what you're looking at. Alt text doesn't have any massive bearing in general on sales. Of course, if people start finding your image for something and Google picks up that's relevant for what they're doing, then of course you'll get traffic from it. But we don't really want it. We don't want alt text traffic because that's external traffic. It doesn't matter where it comes from, whether it's social media, Google, it's also external. So my actual advice for new and growing sellers is don't use it. Just don't bother. Don't bother, because you don't want the traffic. You want to keep your traffic internal to Etsy. That's where the gold is, guys. Internal Etsy traffic, not external sources. What do we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, here's just a comment from Sandy. Good day to you, Sandy. I concentrate more on quality of my items. Yep, fair enough. That's up to you. Everyone's different. Everyone has different wants and needs from Etsy, what they want to get out of the platform. Yeah, cool. I've also created product information on additional Etsy pages. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good, Sandy. Okay. Let's have a look. Caroline. I do POD on Etsy for 2 years, 148 sales with 125 listings. I think I've mentioned about this. You can join and I can see what I can do to help you. But there's something seriously at fault here with the designs and the products and things like that. I'll need to have a look at that. Sandy says, I've never paid for ads on Etsy, made over 5K. That's good. That's really good. Okay, Adriana from London. I know London. I love London. Really nice place. I've seen many sellers list jumpers or T-shirts, but the displayed price is often for a cheap item like a tote bag. Yes, no, this is not a good strategy, Adriana. Customers get really annoyed, right? It's like a bait and switch. Oh, I'm going to get it for $9. Oh, no, it's 25. No, don't do it. It really annoys people. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yep, Sandy says I get 2%. I think that's 2% plus conversion rate. It goes up when I'm making sales. Yeah, it does. Of course it does. Etsy pushes your listings. Etsy pushes what works, right? So once listings start to sell, Etsy just pushes them and you make more sales. So that makes sense. Okay, question here. My shop is on Etsy. I'd like to join your class. It says monthly membership is $99. Yes, it is. That is the monthly charge. And Steph says you can join now. Please try again. So Monq, please try and join now. So how do you sign up, Caroline? The QR code on screen now. You can sign up there. Or if you want to sign up using a website address, there you go. It's on your screen now. School.com and then the rest. Just type that into your address bar. There is a video. Watch the video. Listen to what I've got to say to understand the academy. Read every ticked point underneath to see if that's good for you. If it is, sign up and you use the address there or the QR code there. That's how you do it. Okay, let's keep going. Chelsea. Oh, good day, Chelsea. Good to have you here. Chelsea is one of our prime members in the academy. Thank you for being here, Chelsea. Thank you for giving your feedback. Good to have you here, Chelsea. Thank you. Yeah, one listing a day. Honestly, it's the most basic thing, isn't it? There's so much garbage and BS advice on YouTube, right? And one of the things I teach everyone on YouTube, and I teach you all it now, and it's something I teach my students in the academy. List one a day. Try to make your store grow by one listing a day. And it's just healthy for your store, and Etsy likes it, and everyone that does it tends to report good things, progress that happens through doing it. Yeah. Yes, Chelsea's our star member. Yeah, absolutely, Steph. Absolutely. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. 29 reformed. How are my stats for my digital wall art? 5 months, 92 sales, 21 reviews. Good, as long as they're organic, as long as they're coming from inside Etsy with no ads and no social media. Yeah, good. Review rate is very high. So that's ridiculously high. So that to me says something about the sales you've made and where they've come from. That the review rate shouldn't be so high. That's way too high. That's over 1 in 5. For digital products, it's 1 review for every 10 to 25 sales. So I don't quite know what's going on there, but on the face of it, the stats are good. Yep. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. So Harley Jane says, following up on the alt text question, would the same thing apply to how you name your photo files? You don't need to worry about it because Etsy changes the name of all the files. It doesn't matter. Etsy just scrambles them. So no, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, 29 reformed. I've answered that already. Yes, Dang says, do you still do store reviews? Yes, if you put your store name in one of my YouTube videos in the comments, just put store review request and your store name. We have a data bank of everyone that has asked reviews, and periodically I do my 10 reviews in 10 minutes and things like that. If I find a particularly good store to do, I'll focus on that and do an entire YouTube video on that store. So yeah, you can put it in the comments. Let's have a look. Okay, I think I've just about got to the end. Oh no, there's another one here. Numi. I have 40 sales and 6 reviews, but they're all by the same person. Okay, Numi, who's ordered 2 times. How do you get more reviews? Just literally list more, photography and video, sell more, the reviews come in. That's the way you view. Don't try to get more reviews, get more sales. The reviews just come in on the back of that. That's the correct method. Otherwise, you get hung up on sales and it's a nightmare. You know, oh, when's my next review? But when you sell more, they just come in every day in the end. So that's my advice there. Okay. Money, Family, Love Life has given a multi-post here. It's been 7 days. I've opened my Etsy store. Keep listing products 1 or 2 a day. No sales. I sell from Printify. What you say? I say list more and make sure your designs are really, really good. Money. Okay, your design, 7 days is nothing. You're not going to sell anything in 7 days. And 1 listing a day, not 1 or 2. Guys, everyone listening, it's 1 a day, not 1 or 2. That's a massive difference. 1 or 2 a day, that's the difference between 30 listings being in your store at the end of the month and 60. Imagine if the designs are no good. What do you want, 30 or 60? You don't want 60 because you're already on the way to a dead store. You want 30. So 1 a day. And you're not going to get anything in 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28. You're probably not going to make a sale. Once you get to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 listings, in there is when sales should start to occur. So just keep listing. Okay, Faya says 4 months on Etsy, 9 sales, 1 review, 1.2% conversion. How can I get more views? 133 listings. Okay, 4 months. Okay, your listing speed is right. So I hope you've been listening to what I teach, which is good. 9 sales. Okay, that's okay. 1 review. Yeah, that's normal. That's totally normal. Conversion rate, little bit low. So that suggests to me your photography and video needs work. How can you get more views? Keep listing. Keep listing. Okay, you're over 100 listings. That's great. That's great. Keep going. Right? Improve your photography and video. Your conversion is hinging on how many people come in. So look at the product quality. So the product quality you're offering, what's the value proposition? How am I better? And look at the photography and video. The answer is in there. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. I think, what do we got? Yeah, basically money. Yes, just one a day. Get to 100 listings if you can. That's your target. That is your target. Get to 100 listings a day. Okay, guys, everybody here, thank you ever so much. This is the last live of 2025. The next one will be early 2026. If you want to join the academy, you can do so. All the seats have gone. There's no more giveaway seats left. But please get in and learn with me. Now's the time. Learn with myself and Steph. And we've got a wonderful community. If you want to join, just go to that link there. Click the QR code there. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope this has brought you value. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. And for everybody that's got into the academy and is joining the academy, I look forward to speaking to you in there. Thank you, Steph, ever so much for moderating. Steph will be in these lives from now on, moderating and helping out. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, everyone, for the comments and everyone being here. And I will see you very, very soon. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.